Yo, what's up, 24/7 Buff Pandemonium? It is Tuesday night. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for the K-Gun Report right here on the Buff Fanbase Network, sponsored by 26 Shirts. Holy good God, oh moly, do we have a show for you guys tonight. We're going to recap the massacre in Miami, the beatdown by the Bills. Oh my God, what a glorious, glorious Thursday night game. We're going to get our takes in on that one. We're also going to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars game on Monday night coming up. We got Eli's winning lockdown. We're going to be picking some games. We're going to have a good time. And you know what? I'm going to hit this intro, and then we'll get into some housekeeping stuff. How about that? Here we are, and here it is on another beautiful Tuesday night. Right over here next to me, ladies and gentlemen, you might notice that the panel looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit maybe, there you go, buddy. Yeah.
I finally got to do it.
a little different than maybe we said, or it used to look or could look or whatever. First of all, let me introduce my brother from another mother, Mr. Jarrod Reed. Jerry, how are you tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. What a beautiful win last Thursday. I know we have a couple extra days between the games, but I think I'd prefer that, especially after a win against a division rival. So yeah, I'm glad everybody's here. Let's talk about that game and the next one. Let's do it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's nice to have this gap, I think, especially this early in the season. We got some people that are a little banged up. Maybe, these 10 days will be something to rest the bones and get ready for this Jacksonville Jaguars game on Monday. Guys, we are part of the Buff Fanbase Network. We are also sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26 Shirts. There you go. Jerry, you're doing great, man. 26shirts.com. See what Del Reed and the gang got cooking up. You can buy the freshest threads. You can help out a family in Western New York. Oh, look at it right there. Even them modeling too. Jerry's on fire, dude. It's a win. You might notice that Scooter Magooter is not with us tonight. He unfortunately came down with a little bit of illness. We were also supposed to have Mr. Mark Maddox on tonight. We decided that we would push it all off when things were a little less hectic, and then Scooter could join because we all like to chat with Mark and everything. So, yeah, Mark will be on in the very near future. Scott will be recovered and here giving you all of his Scooter-like terrible twin takes, and the world will revolve and move on. Jerry, you want to say hi to some people or what?
Oh, absolutely. This is the fun part.
We got Miss Paulette Brown. Good evening, everybody. Hey, let's go Buffalo. Hell yeah. Hi, Paulette. How are you?
Hey, Paulette.
We got Uncle James saying, what's up, Mafia? What's up, Uncle James?
What's up?
My boy, Corey Blaine. Ready for a great show, boys. As always, sponsored by SpaghettiOs. Now, if you haven't been paying attention the last couple of weeks, my dudes, Corey Blaine and Patrick Hughes, have been really having this fiery debate in the comments about SpaghettiOs with meatballs or with hot dogs or just plain old O's. Jerry, do you got to weigh in on this?
Yeah, meatballs all the way.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's got to be meatballs, right? Meatballs. I have not even thought about SpaghettiOs in so many years, dude. But this is like our fantasy thread. Because both of these dudes are in our fantasy thread now. We just invited Corey over, and they just, oh my God, laugh so much. But
so I got a question for you, Swank, regarding that, because you know how they say, how do you eat your Reese's, right? That commercial is, how do you eat your Reese's? Mm-hmm. How do you eat your SpaghettiOs with meatballs? Because this is how I do it. I eat the spaghetti first, save the meatballs for last, and then eat the meatballs.
Oh, you do super meatball, huh, dude? Yep. Like, That's like a Captain Crunch move with Crunch Berries. I feel like you eat all the stuff that's going to cut the roof of your mouth, and then you just save all the berries and eat that. Yeah. I like that. I think it's like too much weirdo fake processed meatball.
It is, yeah.
It's probably, but yeah, I could get into that, dude. Let's see here. We got Patrick Hughes. Speaking of the devil, what's up, Mafia? You got your SpaghettiOs ready for this week? Oh yeah, dude. John's James cooked again. Hello, my Mafia family, guys. I gotta tell you, dude. On this show, I love our show. I love Sunday Sessions. I love all the people that we're involved with here. But I gotta say, Jerry, like the last 2 weeks between the K-Gun and Sunday Sessions would damn near have called every gameplay, every big game guy. And like, that's not a brag. That's just like, I think finally after 5 years of doing this and 40 years of being a Bills fan, we're starting to understand what's going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this might have to do with freeing Josh Allen to let him do what he wants to do. So there's more opportunity for other players to get a little taste of that dinner, and not having to throw to a certain number 14 that used to be here is opening up other things. Yeah. So yeah. I think that departure has opened up a lot and made the game more, I don't want to say realistic, but more opportunistic for other players, which we always like to make our executive decisions what's going to happen this coming up weekend. So I think that he's gone now makes it more favorable in our parts to understand that these other players might get their time.
Yeah, I think it's freeing, right? Like really, that's the bottom line, to where that relationship was stressed, however you want to say it, right? And there was a need to feed. And the thing is, like, Steph was getting double covered. Josh was trying to make him happy. There was an emphasis on getting him the ball. And yeah, you want your stars to have the ball. The thing is, in the wings, there were all these other potential stars. And now that national media blanket that came over in the offseason that said, Stephon Diggs is gone, Gabe Davis is gone, all these catches are gone. What are the Bills going to do? They did exactly what the three of us were hoping they were going to do, and they spread the ball around. People said for years and years, Josh Allen has to do it all on his own. He's got to throw him on his back. He's got to carry the whole team. How many passes? I'll tell you right now, 139 yards and 1 touchdown Josh Allen had. That stat's not going to blow you away, but they beat the Dolphins, who were supposed to be Megatron coming in. Oh, this is the year. They're going to prove it. The Bills are sleeping. They're rebuilding. They're restructuring. They got their ass whooped 31-10 on a Thursday night primetime game. Another perfect 7-0 record for my boy Josh Allen. I love it. We're going to get all into it. You got me going a little bit, Jerry. Adam says, happy K-Gun Tuesday. Are you ready? Let's go. Bring on the Jags. Hell yeah. I love how all you guys say hi to each other. And you know, it's like these little side conversations going on in the comments. And it's very nice, man. Paula and Corey chatting back and forth. We got Scooter Magooter live from his bed, I think, with chicken soup and maybe one of those cartoon like ice packs on his head, you know? Remember those? They're like, they look like a whoopee cushion with a dial in the front. Yeah. Love my Mafia family. Cheers. Go Bills. Hell yeah, Scooter. Get feeling better. We got Lisa Johns. You know, Lisa used to give us the weather report in Buffalo quite often on Sunday Sessions. And Lisa, I got to say, I've been missing it. I want to make a little graphic. Maybe you holding an umbrella, something like that. It'll be a great time. Love you, Lisa. Good to see you.
With moonshine in one hand, the umbrella in the other.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Forecast is looking hazy. We got Adam, sponsored by SpaghettiOs. Oh yeah, dude. I wonder between like these dudes, like everybody in here, like if somebody new that's like, oh, the K-Gun, what's this? And all the comments are just like and SpaghettiOs.
Like 40 of them out of 350 each night.
Like, why do people watch this? They don't even talk about the Bills for like 30 minutes. Charlotte says 6 o'clock my time. Made it. Hell yeah, Charlotte. Glad that you did, and glad to see you here. We got our boy Eli. Hello, it's me, your kid correspondent. That's right. We got a week 3 prediction. We're going to be picking games at the end of the show, and we got a week 3 prediction from our boy, the viral sensation, Mr. Eli. Eli's Winning Lockdown is the name of this segment here. And
Eli, pay attention on later. I had a little bit of swag to your score prediction there.
He did add a little bit of swag. Ooh, teased it. We got Lonnie Cook in the comments. Hi, my sons. What's up, Lonnie?
Hey, Lonnie.
Good to see ya. We got Doug. Hello, all. Happiest of Victory Tuesday to one and all. Go Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, we've talked about this before. The way that our show lands, even on a Sunday, right? Like, I don't know exactly how you do. I think I have a feeling how you take all this in. But after we win a game on a Sunday, I want to take in everything. I want to hear every take. I want to hear every podcast, Sunday, Monday. And then by Tuesday, you get to us. It's like people are starting to dwindle off, get excited for the next game on the next Sunday. So I really loved where our show hits because we get to like kind of take everything, keep you excited about that previous win, and then push that excitement right into the next game. We're like at that crossroads in the football week. This week, it's like we're at like a huge, like, I don't know, it's like a country road crossroad, man. It's like Thursday was, 5 days ago, and now next Monday is 6 days ahead. But I feel like we still get to hit that little sweet spot. We can savor this for a little while longer. But how do you do it when the Bills win, man? How do you take in content? Can you get enough, or you hit a spot where you can't take anymore, or what?
No, like you mentioned earlier, Swank, you guys have been spot on in those Sunday sessions. So I just go back, rewatch that, and pull the clips that you guys said, and then add a little image and a little video to it and share that. I have the stats that I got to put out every Monday and stuff like that. So I keep in it, look up the stats, get reminded of, oh man, we had a good game type of thing. And the fact that it landed on Thursday gave us a couple extra days, like you said, but it gave me an opportunity to rewatch highlights a couple more times. And because it was Miami, it felt just as good every time. So yeah, I know it's a long ways to our next game, but just rewatching everything again, just the highlights are pretty awesome too to watch. And that's good. And even though our game's Monday night, the next one's gonna be Sunday, so we do have 6 days. So we'll get rewarded with a short week between football again.
Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm only 11 minutes behind in the comments right now, but I want to know, when I watch highlights back, even if it was a whooping like it was on Thursday, you know the result of the game. You know what happened. You watch those like NFL clipped together, like highlight clips, like the really professional ones. And if it's a drive where I know the opposing team scores, I fast forward through that shit. Everybody do that?
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Unless it ends with a big old sack like we saw today.
Yeah, I did not want to see that Achane touchdown. I was just like, nope. All right, here we go. Interceptions. All right, now we're in my level right now. We got Cookie saying, "What's up, dudes? What's up, Cookie?" Gotcha. Mike V, it's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Yes. Paula says the Bills, they squished and fried them fishes. Hell yeah. Oh my God, Jerry, you got to step up big right now. The one and only. What's up, boys? I'm on time tonight. Mafia, mount up.
This is Sparta.
It's pretty good. The was a little weak, but I'll give it to you. It was good. The beautiful, amazing Ellen Lartz. Hey, everyone. Bills handed Miami their own asses. Let's get cracking. What were you going to say?
No, I spit in the microphone here. I apologize. And welcome, Buffalo Spartan. It's good to see you. I don't know if you've seen ahead yet, Swank, but Lady Bills has joined us tonight too.
Hey, Lady Bills. Jerry, since it's just you and me, and I'll say it for the 800th time, do not skip ahead in the comments, all right? Because I'm getting there.
I know.
Mike V, Bills had some fresh dolphin tuna Thursday night. Oh, let's see.
A little tartar.
Adam B says, a little long wait here for the game. Yeah, boy. With a side of SpaghettiOs, says John Johnson. Everybody jumping on it. Hey, Mark's here. What's up, Mark? Hey, Mark. Thanks for chiming in, man. Let's see. Rile the Reeds, Adam says. Hell yeah. Meatballs. Everybody wants meatballs. Dr. Bruce McKellar, the good doctors in Good Evening Mafia. Go Bills. You can check out Dr. Bruce's articles, the injury report, over on 247buffpandemonium.com/blogs. Yeah, some really good stuff coming out by our good friend, Mr. Dr. Bruce. Go check that out. Spartan says he's a meatball guy, but my wife eats the plain ones every day, dude. Every day she eats it. Wow.
Another question is, I know some people that eat it right out of the can. They don't even heat it up.
Yeah, they live under a bridge.
Yep, you're right.
Go light it up with a lighter, man. That's crazy. Cold SpaghettiOs out of the can, dude. Like opening it with like a knife.
That's good. Under a bridge.
Let's see. Adam said you had a hot take, Jared. He loved it.
Must have been the meatballs at the end.
It had to be Jared's a SpaghettiO gangster. That's why it's awesome. Oh yeah, dude. Oh man. RT from Ryan Thomas. Oh, the Thomas Takes Sports podcast. The best voice in podcasting. Our boy RT joins us on Sunday sessions every game day, an hour and a half before kickoff.
Yep.
You can catch us Monday night.
Yeah, I can't wait to see his dry erase board Monday night.
Oh, yeah, man. He's been doing this dry erase board thing. Oh, my God. It's the gimmick of the year, and I love it so much. I don't think the dry erase board's been wrong, actually.
I'm going to knock on some wood.
Yeah, man. Dry erase board's 2-0 RT. That's big doings. Mary Jane Brown Hughes says they make SpaghettiOs with football-shaped meatballs. What the hell? Really? Do they really do that?
I haven't seen it, but I'm going to look for it.
We got the great and powerful Birdo. Hello, everyone. Go Bills. Great win. Hell yes, sir. Ah, man. We got Ellen saying, so great to see you at the Rager. Wish you had been with us for Bills versus Dolphins game. I think that one goes out to Mark. Mark, we're going to the San Fran game. Scott and I are for sure, right? Jerry, you're not in on that one?
It's 99% no so far.
Okay. 1%. Less than 1%.
Yeah.
Let's go 1.1%. 1.1% positive. So yeah, we'll be at the San Fran game if you're interested in meeting up. RT asked Mark about the Super Bowl runs at the Rager. Was such an honor. Gave my dad the signed photo from Mark, and he loved it. Hell yeah, we had a great time, dude. Great time at the Rager. It was so good this year.
That's what he did for me. Signed my
nice. Is that the picture with your boy? Was he holding that one?
No, this is the one he gave him 2 years ago.
Yep.
Him and Joe Bettis.
Wasn't there a picture of your son though with Mark this year?
Yeah, I got two of them with each of the boys, and
nice.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah. The Lady Bills. Here we are, Jerry. I'm starting to catch up now. I'm only 9 minutes behind now. What's up, Lady Bills? So great to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Absolutely.
We miss you. Oh, let's see. We got, oh man. Patrick says, sorry, all listening and driving home at the same time. Yeah, get home, Patrick. Come on. Get to a keyboard. Let's go. Are you texting these messages right now? That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Spartan says he's just hanging out listening to the best podcast out there. Spartan. You make me tear up, bruh. Josh Williams is here. What's up, fellas? What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? Joe Snyder, go Bills. What's up, Joe? Eli says sponsored by Spaghetti.
There you go.
We're trying, man. We're trying. Tagged SpaghettiOs, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Adam says, it might be a little in the show, but I brought this up on the fantasy thread on Thursday. Do we see Buffalo Joe because of the Bernard injury? Let's hit it right here. This was going to be a question for Mark, too. Mark, if you're in the comments, man, you want to weigh in on this. Jerry, what do you think, man? Do you think Buffalo Joe gets the call up because we just need depth at this point?
It makes sense. It makes sense to have Buffalo Joe called up for this game because Bernard's injury. What is it? We got a injury probably 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks for him. So we'll see what happens.
4 weeks.
So this is an opportunity, again, like you said, depth, but also special teams. So we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would say this. Another one of those things, I'd mentioned his name a couple times here in the last couple weeks leading up to the season. Balen Spector, man. When Achane scored that first touchdown, and I saw Cam Lewis slip, and then I saw Spector was in, it was before anybody knew Bernard was out. And I was like, why is Balen Spector in on the goal line, for this play? What is going on? like I thought it was a coaching decision. In this situation, you wanted him in there for some reason, aside from like what I assumed was like Dorian Williams. But it was because Bernard had that, what is it? It's a pectoral pull or strain or something, which is better news than what Matt Milano got at the beginning of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So lucky for that. But I'll admit it, man. I said it right out loud. Why is Balin Spector in there? And nobody was in my house except for my dogs at that point also. So, and they didn't care. But then I started looking at it, and we were talking in the thread and all this stuff, and I was like, all right, well, maybe this is going to be good. And you know what? I'll be damned if it wasn't good. He stepped right up, man. That defense just played completely lights out against one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. I'll also tell you, man, the way the Cardinals whooped up on their opponent this past week, it sure makes that win look a lot better week one, too. Marvin Harrison Jr. is for real. Absolutely for real. And we shot him right down.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Spector reminded me a little bit of last year's AJ Klein, where it took AJ Klein a little bit to get going, like a little bit like a half. When we saw Spector in there, I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? Then I give him a couple minutes here, and then he started just flying to the ball. 10 tackles, I think he got by the end of the night.
Yeah, I think DeMar, I think, actually led the team in tackles. I think he had 10 or 11. So it had to be right around there, though. I think you're right.
Yep, 10. Yep, they each had 10. Yeah, DeMar Hamlin. I remember a post seeing earlier this. There's Mark again.
Yeah, hey, man, Mark. On YouTube too. He's everywhere, man. He said you guys rock, and I was gonna be like MDX Pro. Thank you so much. And then he's like, MDX Pro is Maddox. That's awesome.
That's good to know. Yeah, seeing earlier before the season started, I kept seeing on Twitter, people's Twitter feeds, what if Hamlin is really good? What if he's actually good? Type of thing. And well, last two games, he's proven that he's something. And that's gosh darn exciting, isn't it?
I know we're just dipping our toes into this, and we really haven't gotten into the meat and taters of this game, this big win. And I'm sure all of you guys have heard a ton about it. And I don't know. I love just taking it as it comes in the comments here, like the way you guys do everything. It just flows so nice. DeMar Hamlin, man, I said it, I think last week or the week before all this stuff happened, before the big life-changing event, before the hit, all that stuff, this dude was known to be a heavy-hitting, tough SOB, man. Like, that was his reputation. Like, I remember all of us being excited about him being drafted and being on the team and what he came to. And then, unfortunately, you know, everything happened at the Bengals game, and then now it seems like everybody's kind of tenderfooting around DeMar Hamlin. He could have been cut that first year back. He could have whatever. But I think McDermott's been pretty solid about being like, people earn a spot on this team. Like, whether, you know, like, he's cleared to play, he's here. I believe he earned the spot he got last year. And I believe he's more than earned the spot that he's gotten this year. And stepping in and filling big shoes the way, you know, Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer leave. Now you got Mike Edwards, who's supposed to start, who's been hurt. You got Tyler Rapp out there, who's got a year under the system, but like, you know, Balin, Corey Bishop, right? Or Cole, yeah, Corey Bishop. Cole Bishop,
you
know, Cole Bishop. It is Cole Bishop, yeah. He, you know, is hurt and then steps in and gets a breakup, all this stuff. Like, there's all these things like nagging and nipping right at his heels. And I'll tell you, the thing that proves to me that this injury does not affect DeMar Hamlin on the field at all, and that his head is 100% in the game, is exactly how he answered the questions about Tua running into him. The way he said it was, it was a clean hit. Things happen in football. It rolled right off of his back. Like, there was, you know, enough empathy so that you knew that he wasn't like, you know, like, oh, whatever, or not like cold-hearted, but also it was like, this is football, and it was a clean hit, and it's unfortunate, but, you know, and I'm like, oh, like, that's, you know, how many people expected him to be like, yeah, man, I've been there and I know, and blah, blah. He didn't do that. He just said it was a clean hit and it's unfortunate, but, and I'm like, oh, this is a bad dude.
He's bad about it. Yeah, the psyche about it is, You
His
have to
mental
kind of have
game's
that
right there.
mentality. Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
have to be. It happens. It's part of the game. What happened to him? It's a freak accident, but it happens to be part of the game sometimes. And
Yeah.
let's
And
see
he knows
another
better than
opponent.
most.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I was impressed by that. I don't know if I should have been, or if people will take that wrong. I'm not saying whatever. I hope that Tua is fine. It sounds like he's not even thinking about retiring. He's going to come back and all that stuff. You can have your opinions about that however you want to. I just think that it says a lot about somebody who went through what he went through to be able to be on the other end of that hit and just be, yeah, I know I did the right thing. I know I did my job, and you know, I know it wasn't my fault, because that could have been something that was like, oh damn, I just did something to somebody that got done to me. You know what I mean? So it was cool. Oh, let's see. We got Lisa the cook. Hi, I'll go Bills. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Prime SpaghettiOs. Josh said highlights all week, baby. Jets will be a tough out. Yes, sir. We're gonna get into that here.
You know, I know something about Joshua Williams. I saw Joshua Williams when we first sold our 24/7 Buffalo and Ammonium red shirts. He was the first person I saw out in public wearing our stuff. I saw him at Geneva Wegmans. I was like,
Very
hey, cool. I know that shirt.
I seen that before.
I seen it.
Very cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Eli saying hi to Mark Maddox. Of course. Eli says meatballs again.
Nice.
Absolutely. Patrick says, this is why you watch the K-Gun each week. You never know what will be said or become a thing. Spartan says he eats it out the can.
There you go. Yeah, we expected that.
Oh, dude. Yo, when we come up for this San Fran game and we make our rounds and we come see you, I swear to God, like SpaghettiOs out of a can, dude, I'm done. Mark said said to have a great show and he'll catch up with you later. Hell yeah. Mark Maddox, everybody. What a great dude. I love too how like everybody loves RT's girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. Yeah,
she's awesome. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the comments is like, tell Tasha we said hi. Oh my God, Lady Bills had one with meatballs. Just what is going on, dude? Like everybody just eats spaghetti. You know, Sarah wants, like, when she's sick, that's like her comfort food too. Like it's not like chicken noodle, but she likes SpaghettiOs, man. Doug said gross. Spartan with the military reference here.
Yeah.
Used to eat them out of the MRE bag. Can is an upgrade.
I don't know. You probably get that can taste. I think a bag might be better, but I've never had the bag, so I can't speak on that, I guess.
Yeah. My father-in-law would totally eat it straight out of the can. Berto, give me some rice and beans. Hell yeah, dude.
There you go.
Yeah. My drummer's girlfriend, Ellie, man, she's been a long time friend of my wife and I's. We used to work together and stuff, and she makes the best rice and beans. And week one, man, when we like did the whole Seinfeld, don't see the score, watch the game afterwards, and whatever, she brought over rice and beans and chicken and stuff. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. Oh, we got Scott over here on YouTube too. Look at
Trying
that.
to get his views, I guess.
I guess so, dude. Just keep bouncing back and forth. I think they each count, you know, like keep going back and forth. Oh, let's see, guys. Oh, I'm gonna try and get caught up here. Let's go with this, guys. Jerry, just real fast. It's 8:30 already. This show has been flying by. It's another comment show, it seems to be. But there are things that we definitely want to get to. Just do this for me, man. What was your highlight on offense? What or who was your highlight on offense? And what or who was your highlight on defense for this game against Miami? Go ahead.
I'm going to go very generic, and I'm going to say the offense was definitely a team effort. They took advantage of the turnovers. You're going to win NFL football games if you score on turnovers. Allen's numbers didn't look impressive. James Cook's did. But they took advantage of when they got to turnover and put scores on the board. I think they scored all 3 times, 17 points. Boom. That's how you win football games. That is coached football wins right there. On the defensive side of the ball, we said it last week, keep everything in front of you. We are an underdog. We are a young team. If these players can just do their responsibilities, rely on their players to be where they're supposed to be throughout the game, you're going to see games just like this. We held Waddle and Tyreek Hill to under 100 yards total, maybe 110, but they weren't a factor in the pass game at all. No one got over the top of them. They kept everything in front of them and made tackles. And week 2 of the NFL season, and they were able to do that, is going to build their confidence even more throughout the season. And it's good to see. And Bills fans, be excited for this defense, because if they did that in week 2, they got it under their belt. The confidence is there now. Just look forward to them building week in and week out.
I love it. You said kept Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill under 100 yards. You are correct.
Okay.
I will give you an over-under, sir. 60 yards over or under combined.
Yeah.
Rattle the Reeds,
passing.
brought to you by
It's
26 shirts.
Under passing.
It is over. 65 yards is what we held Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill to this past Thursday night.
Now, is that total or just passing?
That's passing. If you want to go total yards from scrimmage, Tyreek had an extra 12.
Yep.
And Jalen had an extra 4. So still far under 100. For two of the most dynamic and highest paid wide receivers in the league. Top 10.
And one of the fastest running backs with a chain in the league too. So
they
did well. It did well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was beautiful. For me, man, offensively, James Cook, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. 3 touchdowns, and he did it every single way you could do it. You catch that one, awesome. You're at the 1 yard line. Jerry, do you know how much I was sick of seeing other teams do what the Bills did that second TD with James Cook, where you hand it off, and instead of it being like a grudge match, it's like all these other teams seem to be able to just walk one in every once in a while. We don't get that. It's Josh Allen slipping at the goal line. It's this, it's that. It's a gridiron match of death. And that one, James Cook damn near parried and whatever, dude. Like,
he was so used to making contact at the goal line. He actually went 5 yards into the end zone and then made contact.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just so nice to see. And then you break off the big one. You break off that huge run and take it down the sideline, burning out our boy Jordan Poyer, who I don't know who in Buffalo thought that maybe he was getting a little older, maybe he lost a little bit of a step. I mean, I love Jordan Poyer. Thank you so much for your being a Buffalo Bill. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are working out for us right now, as opposed to having, again, another aging player that we love to death. But you gotta have the forest fire. Get that new growth coming, rip the Band-Aid off, move them down, and that's fine, man. I think we're all good. But yeah, James Cook for me offensively. Defensively, oh boy, man. How can you not give it to these linebackers? How can you not give it to these cornerbacks? How can you not give it to the defensive line? The whole damn defense really showed up. They talk about tight end university, wide receiver university, all this stuff, man. Buffalo is linebacker master's class. There is not one linebacker that can come in this place, minus maybe Tremaine Edmonds, but not one linebacker that can come in here and not be the best version of himself. This scheme is incredible. Bobby Babich is calling the plays. And how about Ingram? Ingram, the guy, Bills fans get made fun of so often for knowing, like, oh, like these guys on the practice squad, and you're getting all stoked about like the 5th corner and blah, 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 and the safety and whatever. Ingram, dude, coming out 2 picks in his first start, 1 for a pick 6, just incredible. And Benford played his ass off. And Rasul Douglas, I'll tell you what, man, ask the guys in the fantasy chat, the very first thing I said, the very first 3 plays, Rasul was in on all of them, and he was there to play. And that's exactly what I said. Rasul Douglas is here to play today. And they stayed right the hell away from him after that. And they targeted 2 other guys that they shouldn't have targeted because they got picked off 3 times. So big up, man. What a great game. Just what an enjoyable game to host, looking at your phone, relaxing in the 3rd quarter. Like, they could have pulled Josh. It wouldn't have mattered, It was just great. So let's see here. Eli says SpaghettiOs with chicken wings and ketchup. Man, that sounds like some little kid meal, Eli. I think you being your own about that, though. That's that's pretty good. Doug said, and a fried bologna sandwich. Uncle James can't wait for the Eli prediction. Ooh, that's why we make you wait till the end, brother. And we know everybody's here for Eli, man.
Yeah.
Patrick says, Swank, it helps the Bills win if you eat your SpaghettiOs out of the can. Don't do that to me, Patrick. Don't do that to me. I just moved in my new house. I can't be homeless under a bridge yet, dude.
Nothing beats a metal spoon hitting a metal can with SpaghettiOs. Clink. More soup, sir.
Oh man, everybody's loving fried bologna in there. Let's see. Yo, listen. All right, here's the thing, dude. It's been too much with this SpaghettiO stuff. Everybody who's watching right now, you take your device, all right, and before Sunday sessions, Monday night, I want to see a video of you eating at least a bite of SpaghettiOs. If you can time lapse the whole bowl, go nuts. You send it right to the Buff Fan 24/7 Buff Fandemonium, Facebook, Instagram, I don't care, whatever. Send it in our messenger group. Send it right to us. I don't care. And everybody who does that, it's going to be a whole show, just a montage of people eating SpaghettiOs, dude.
If they can get it in before Sunday night, I'll make a nice little video of it and put it in there, and we'll share that during Sunday sessions.
Mike V says hard pass on the SpaghettiOs. Oh man, dude, I know I'm behind. That's an 8:30 comment. It's 8:38. You got it. You had to get blown up for that. We got Harold Fuller. What's up, go Bills? How you doing, brother? Eli with the pressing question: who will have the most sacks on the defensive line? I think he's looking for a season stat here. What do you think, Jerry? Who's your candidate?
Yeah, I think you got to go with Gregory Rousseau. I think he's gotten 3, right? He had nothing this week, but I think the quarterback matchups coming up for the next couple of weeks are going to allow Gregory Rousseau to shine. And he had a lot of pressure, so it's going to be fun to watch. Von Miller also, he's going to be up there. I know I said Gregory Rousseau, but did you guys know he was only out there on passing downs, and he reached the quarterback every time within 2.5 seconds of the snap. He's
fastest
back, guys.
Since 2021.
He's back. So I'm going to, Eli, I have to go with Gregory Rousseau over 10. Yeah,
I like it. Man, I'm going to say if he can stay healthy, Von's going to give him a run for the money. And let's go. Let's have this healthy competition on that D line. Von on pace for 17 sacks if you're not counting. Won a game. Let's go. He's already over 200% of what he was last season, right? So it's just nice to see him back. It's nice to see Gregory Rousseau really coming into his own. And you got to remember, even if Rousseau does not get a sack in a game, that dude's getting double teamed all game. They're trying to take him out. And when you're doing that, I kind of alluded to this on Sunday sessions, man. People like Ed Oliver on the interior are going to eat like he did this last week. And you got Daquan Jones, who's no slouch that wants to get in there. And then you got Von Miller or AJ Epinesa on the outside. And if you're looking at AJ, man, I know he's not like the most dynamic pass rusher. Nobody really wants to talk about him, but he's sneakily becoming better and better each season. And that dude is so quick. If he can get a move that works for him and spin out and get the it's over. Like you're not going to outrun that dude. He's very quick. And I think really what you're seeing this year with him is there's a level of confidence that's starting to settle in that as soon as he picks out that move and he figures it out, I think watch out, man. I think he's going to be serious. All right. Guys, 31-10. To me, there's one little nitpicky thing I would say. And man, I wish Bass would have hit that last field goal. I don't, not for anything. It didn't really affect the game at all, but I hate it. I hate that he missed it. I really do. It was short. Or short yardage. He should not have missed it. And it just is going to start creeping in his psyche, creeping in everybody else's minds. They brought in another kicker. Didn't you send that to us, Jerry? Somebody sent that to me. They brought in another kicker in the last day or two to try out. So maybe it's just trying to light a fire under his ass, but can't do that, man. You just absolutely can't do that. So, All right, guys, it is 8:41. Again, we are part of the Buff fan base network and sponsored by 26 Shirts. Throw a finger up there, Jerry. 26shirts.com. Go check it out. Give them all your money because they'll do way better things with it than you do. I guarantee it. Delreed and the gang got great things going on, so go check her out. And Jerry's modeling tonight for you, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. The Lady Bills, I saved the meatballs for last. That's what Jerry does too. Oh my God.
There you go. It's a thing.
Spartan says he's going live pregame and eating from my can. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yo, I'll shoot you the StreamYard link. You can eat them right here on the air for Sunday sessions, brother.
Get really close to that mic too, so we hear everything.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, you know that drives me crazy, dude. Patrick Hughes, Wheel of Destiny with the prize of cake on SpaghettiOs, dude. I wonder if you can special order a can that's all like K's, just like.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Adam says, Swank, you called the pick 6-2 wrong player, but it's okay. Jerry, you weren't in on this, dude.
Mm-mm.
I called it right before it happened. I was messing around about Swankstradamus, right? I'm in the fantasy group that we have. And I said, boys, right here, Rasul, who did I say? Rasul, I think I said Rasul Douglas, pick 6. And everybody's talking around me, whatever. And then Ingram takes it to the house. And I'm like, does that count?
It's got
and
to.
Your brother's like, no, you didn't call the player, and everybody's like, dude, he called it, like, whatever. And Patrick was like, when are we going to get like a picture of you with like a towel on your head and like Swankstradamus? So I took a little picture of me. It looks like I'm floating in a chair with a towel wrapped around my head.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It was funny.
You have to send that to me.
Yeah. Well,
so next time you nail it, I'll throw it in the video. Yeah, I'll throw it in the video next time you nail it.
All right. That'd be funny, dude. Put some like sound around it. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Oh my God. All right, guys. So we're gonna preview this Jacksonville game a little bit here, and then we're gonna do our pick'ems. Some final thoughts. Jerry, how are you for time wise, man? You good to hang out for a little while?
Yep.
Maybe a little overtime, you think? Or
yeah.
All right, cool. Guys, this Monday night, the Jacksonville Jaguars are facing off against our Buffalo Bills. I will say that the Jags have had our numbers slightly for the last couple seasons, and it is very, very, very annoying. They're 0-2. We are 2-0, one of 5 teams in the AFC to be 5-0. I don't know. These losses that the Jags have had these last couple weeks, man, they blew a huge lead, I think, a 17-point lead against the Miami Dolphins. This last week, disappointing effort, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Ridley even on the team still?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh God, I don't even think so. I know Gabe Davis limped off last week. I don't know, man. It is lackluster, and they seem to be discombobulated. Jerry, what are you looking for going into this matchup? I mean, it's marquee to me. I think it's something that the Bills really need to get over. They're like a little flea on their ass, and they gotta flick them off, man. So what are you looking for out of the offense? Let's start there against the Jaguars this Monday.
So, yeah, you said it exactly. The Jaguars have their number. They got 10 wins to the Bills 9. The last 2 times they played them, the Jaguars have won. But I think the fact that they are struggling in these first 2 games are going to play a huge factor. Now, just because the Bills are going, it feels like they didn't even have any time off. They're really in the click of things, especially that offense. The offense is moving the ball pretty easily. They did get held up on a couple things, but hopefully as the season goes, they nip that in the bud. But you got to be worried about Walker and Jason, the other Josh Allen on the team. They're going to cause a force up front. So looking at this offense, I think they're going to continue with that run game. I made a comment during the last game of I love this running back room. If they can continue to give James Cook the ball and Davis and Ty Johnson the ball and use them guys effectively, that's going to cause or make Walker and Allen have to respect the outside game. the runs, the screens to him, the passes, the swing passes. So if this offense can incorporate those running backs like they have in the last couple of weeks, then this offense is going to continue to roll. Again, like I said, Jaguars defense has given Josh Allen issues the last 2 seasons. I think if you can establish something other than Josh Allen first, it's going to bring him more involved later in the game. And I'm looking for a big separation in score. We'll get to that later, but I think this offense is going to continue to just grow and take advantage of any issues that the Jaguars offense has. Take advantage of the turnovers.
I like it. Yeah, man, I think more of the same, right? That's what we need from this offense. We need more of the same. We need it to be diverse and dynamic. We need James Cook to keep doing James Cook things. I think that you've seen a gradual progression of like week 1, it felt like Josh Allen primarily. I don't want to say primarily. They spread the ball out very well, but Josh took control of that game and they won through his arm to some extent and with him on the ground. Week 2, you're seeing the running back, like the running back room primarily just take it over, right? Now I'm thinking in week 3, you're going to see maybe a little bit more of what we're used to seeing, a little bit more of these 15 to 20 yard, 30 yard passes. You're going to see them work Dalton Kincaid in much like they did the beginning of this last week, but I think it's going to be more rallied around the passing game rather than the running game. I think the running game is still successful. I think there's going to be a nice balance, but I think that this is the week that you feature, okay, you didn't think that we could be competitive in week 1. We were. You didn't think that we could win without Josh Allen taking over a game in week 2. We did. Now we're going to show you that we are as dangerous as we ever were, maybe even more, because we're going to utilize all of these wide receivers that you haven't seen shit from in the last 2 weeks, and we're going to take you over. And I don't know. I think once if that happens the way I hope it happens, the rest of this season, the defensive coordinators are going to completely go crazy. They won't know how to play them. You cannot play Josh Allen, the running backs, and the wide receiving core and tight end. Like, you can't. If they are successful marching the ball and moving the ball and scoring the way they are offensively on all 3 facets, like it's just going to be chaos. And I think this is the week, to me, like the Jags are a thorn in your side. You go in there, you stomp them out, and start them 0-3, and you're 3-0, and that's what I want from this offense. Absolutely.
Josh has gotten rid of the ball very fast this year too. Like he's making the reads quick and getting rid of them. That's another way to slow those 2 guys down, those 2 big hog mollies up front, is to get rid of the ball. So Josh is also checking down to his running back. So like I said way earlier in the show, he doesn't have to rely or he doesn't have to make sure he's getting a certain someone the ball so he can actually play the whole game and play the whole field. So yeah, get rid of the ball when he can. He's checking down to those running backs, and those will slow those guys down and open up the pass game. Yeah, I like that.
Let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball. I want to touch on something really quick. I think, they've just been doing such a great job. The depth on this team that a lot of people seem to be worried about for even a couple seasons. It just is like non-existent. We need to get some of these guys back, like safety room, linebacking core. We need to start getting some of these guys back, or at least the timetable. But to me, man, the scheme, the coaching, the abilities, the scouting from Brandon Bean, like it's all just like falling into place where it's like, holy shit, we have these guys that like can fill these shoes. They haven't got an opportunity to play. They're at practice every single day. They're showing out. They're making the cut, and they get plugged in, and there might be a little rust the first series, and all of a sudden you're right into that trusting the process buzzword that we all talk about. So for me, Jags are a running back heavy, wide receiver heavy kind of team. Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be an amazing quarterback. I have him on my dynasty, so I can tell you right now that it's still up in question.
Yeah.
But I think what they're going to want to do is try to stretch the field a little bit, lull you to sleep with the run game, stretch the field a little bit. That being said, I think to me, these corners playing the way they're playing is huge. And I think that D-line, man, I think that D-line needs to rattle Trevor Lawrence's cage. I'm looking for big games out of them. And the linebackers to just keep doing what they've been doing. So where are you at with the defense, brother?
The defense excites me with Babbitt and McDermott running it there. Got two different games, the first two games. The Arizona Cardinals, you had Murray running around, a mobile quarterback who can make things happen. He's very athletic. They shut him down. Then they have Tua, who has two guys that are speedy, that can open the field up and go deep. They shut that down. So it's going to be interesting to see what this week brings because, like you said, Etienne is a good running back. Trevor Lawrence can run the ball when he wants to. He's a decent running quarterback, but they haven't been able to move the ball efficiently. Trevor Lawrence, I think, is 50% passing, so he's not getting the ball where he needs to. I think Gabe Davis is their leading catch receiver with 10. He's doing, but he hasn't scored a touchdown. He's averaging 10 yards a catch. So he's not blowing anybody over the top like he used to do here at Buffalo. And, I think and Trevor Lawrence has been sacked 7 times going back to the defensive line. So their offense is still trying to find out what's going on while the Buffalo Bills defense seems to have a grasp on things. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to good things for this Buffalo Bills defense, especially up front, because the Jags just haven't gotten anything going yet, and that's perfectly fine with me week 3.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to find something here while we were talking about Gabe, and like I said, I know he hobbled off. He had to get helped off the field by two players or a trainer or something like that. He had a knee injury. It looks like he's practicing on a limited basis, so we'll have to see what's going on. Is there any weight, you think, to this being like one of those kind of, I don't know if it's a revenge game or whatever, but you got Mitch Morse over there. You got Gabe. Obviously, the Bills let him go. Do you think there's any weight to that? You think there's any animosity or fuel in that fire, or do you think it's just business as usual?
Jacksonville paid him. You can't blame a guy for going to a team that's going to give him some money. So I liked Gabe when he was here. I thought he toe drag swag king. He made clutch catches, but he also dropped a couple that were in good important spots. And then you kind of were like, is he on key with Josh Allen or not? But I don't think there's any animosity to it. He's going to come here and play. There might be he might want to play well because it's his first team he played for. But to show him that, hey, you should have paid me a little bit, but that price tag was just too high, and it is what it is. Mitch Morse, we love him. He's a center that was here for a long time. There might be a little revenge on him, but I think if you're brought up in the system, it's trust the process, and if they all were part of that whole montage of trust the process, then they understand why they had to move on. So I don't know. We'll see. They'll be welcomed. That's for sure.
Yeah. Doug, man, I love this comment. Time for Curtis Samuel to have a big game. I absolutely agree. I don't think you've even scratched the surface of what this offense really looks like and how diverse they are with certain play calls. To me, it absolutely is time. He's gotten a couple targets, a couple catches across 2 weeks. I think that he's a guy that could potentially take the top off of defense. He could really be one of those game winners, like a wrecker, he's got the potential, and I really want to see him get opened up. But we'll see how it goes. I really want this too, Doug. I think it's huge. Paulette says, keep giving Cook the running game and give some to Kincaid. Yes, ma'am. I agree. Lori says, Mark was telling the Mafia Bays that when it's your past team, you will do whatever it takes to get back out on the field. We'll see Davis. I'm sure of it. Ooh, I love that, man. I love that. We got Spoon versus Spork debate over the SpaghettiOs going on in the comments. Corey saying Keon gets his first tutty. I like it. I like it. Spartan wants to see some more targets to Coleman too. See what the kid's got. I think they've been trying to shut him down. And that first week, man, that kid got held every single play. He is lucky that he even caught the balls that he did. He was getting mauled. Let's see here. Jamie, I watched a lot of Clemson games. Don't sleep on Trevor Lawrence. Pressure him, and he just plays for a bad team. Yeah, there you go. Spartan says, want to see what kind of SpaghettiOs Keon brings to the table. Patrick says, no meatballs or Franks, just basic O's. Nice. All right, guys. Let's go here to the part that you've all been waiting for. We're going to be doing our picks right now. And what better way to start off our week 3 picks than with our kid in the street, Eli's winning lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli.
Hey, welcome to Eli's winning lockdown. Next Monday night, Bills versus Jags. Prediction 28-21. Before we end, we had tribute day to my grandma Kathy, who died of lung cancer in 2008 by wearing the crucial Kit hat. Also, that thing to my guy, Gabriel Davis. Gabe, if you're watching this, you will always be my favorite player. Shout out to 26 Shirts, official retailer of the Bills Mafia babes. A very special shout out to the one and only Gabriel Davis for being my favorite player. And as always, peace. Here's my signed football, by the way.
There you go, Eli. Good job.
That's my dude, man. Again, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you're on your FanDuel account or anything, Eli has not been wrong. He's been a perfect 2-0, as is the rest of the panel. So, I mean, I put that down there. I think that's a pretty good score. We say 28-21.
Yeah.
I'm right there for it. All right, Jerry, what do you got, man? What is your score prediction?
Yeah, I think the Bills defense is still hot. They're going to roll off this past week of shutting down a couple weapons on that Miami offense, and the offense is still rolling too. And I think it's going to be, they're going to keep it in the 30s like they have the last 2 weeks, 35-17 Buffalo.
35-17. Wow, man, that's crazy. You must have been watching and reading in the messenger because your brother, who is your twin, said Bills win 35-17.
Oh, geez. Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Our boy Adam says 28-10. Corey says 24-21. Spartan going with the bomb, dude. 41-13 Bills. I love it. I love it. John says that was cool. A lot of love for Eli. Eli is our guy, man. He's just been killing it. Let's see. Patrick Hughes, nice job, Eli. He says, stay tuned for week 4 reports. That's right, brother. You know, we might have to get Eli on the show for like the bye week or something. Get some takes
that'd be
here.
Cool.
Yeah. Jamie says 30-20 snoozer. Lonnie says go Bills 36-14. John's 31-21. The beautiful Ellen Lartz 37-10.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Bill says she's just going with Eli. I mean, I don't blame you. I absolutely don't blame you. We got Josh Cook 38-20 Bills. Eli reiterating his score 28-21. Mike V 38-14. Paul at 28-14. And my boy Corey Blaine reminding us and everyone of how unprofessional we are. Here we go, folks. We're in overtime. That's right, folks. We go past 9 o'clock and we're in overtime, but people at Buff fan base are very nice and just let us keep on keeping on. So we love it. Oh, let's see. He said, yeah, Eli's in. What is the first goodbye week? I'll have to look it up, dude, but we'll definitely get you hooked up for sure. Patrick says 28-14. Bills give a TD to Davis for Eli, but only one TD. I like it, dude. Out of the mouths of babes. That's right.
There you go.
Oh, man. Shane Becker, key to the game, ETN. 37-17 Bills. I like it. Charlotte 31-17. Paulette says lover time.
I think an elf flipped in there somehow.
I don't know, man. I think she did it on purpose, man. I might be switching the thing. 31-17 Charlotte. Overtime, sponsored again by SpaghettiOs, dude. Spartan says I need to redo the soundbite and add the R's. Over. Hell yeah, dude. That's coming next week. Don't you worry about it. 31-18 Bills. Mark Brunell enters a late lefty tutty toss. Ooh, I like it, Nate Nacho. The best handle on the internet. Guys, I haven't given my score prediction yet. For me, man, I am going 28-14. I think the Jags will get 2. And yeah, man, I'll give 1 to Gabe. Why not? I love Gabe too. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
How can you say no to that with Eli hanging out? You know what I mean? Yeah, 28-14, man. I think it's touchdown heavy. Don't worry about it. Here we go. We also do some other pick'ems. So please, that's right, Swanksterdamus right there, Adam. Please pick along while you can here. We do the AFC East games. I got a toilet bowl and then another game. I usually try to pick like a good AFC like game, but there's not really. Oh, you know what? There was one. I guess I just discounted it because I don't believe in either of them. Scooter, if you're up, dude, I'm going to add one here, man. All right. So the first game we're picking, aside from the Bills, is Patriots-Jets. Thursday night. Ooh. Aaron Rodgers kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers, sort of. And the Patriots were what the Patriots really are. I hate both of these teams. Jerry, who do you got?
Yeah, I hate them both too, Swank. I hate them both too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with New England on this one. I have to go with New England.
New England, huh? Nice. So that would put them. No matter what, one of these teams is going to be 2-1. So
yep.
Who would you rather have be 2-1? Right.
I think I'd rather have New England be 2-1 because the Jets were supposed to be winning this division.
Yeah.
And New England's supposed to be struggling. So let's give New England the wins first before they really start to fall. So
all right. I like
they've beaten up the Jets a little bit.
Well, we're going to be 3-0, so I guess it really doesn't matter anyway. Scott, what'd you do? Scott says Jets over Patriots. Okay. Yeah, I'm going Pat. I'm going Patriots too, man. I just don't want to see Aaron Rodgers be successful. Let's see. Seahawks and Dolphins. The Dolphins coming off a horrible loss Thursday night. The Seahawks eking one out over who'd they play? They played somebody I gave a crap about. Wasn't the Ravens. That was the Raiders. Who'd the Seahawks play last week?
Oh my gosh, who did they play last week? It was an AFC team.
I'm scrolling up here. Patriots. They beat the Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
Will they beat their second AFC East team? Here we go. I'll go Scooter first. Scooter says Seahawks over Dolphins. What do you think, Jerry?
I agree. Dolphins have Tua's not playing, so they're going to be a little mismantled there for a while, I think, and they're going to continue to drop the game. So Seahawks.
Have they said that Tua's not playing?
He shouldn't.
Have they said?
No, but good point. Good point. I don't know, with the posturing and the hand curl again, I think he's got to be out.
He should be. Yeah.
I guess that's the big difference, right? You should rather. We know how those Dolphins training staff roll.
Mm-hmm. The Seahawks are an interesting team to me because I think they're just kind of middling. And Gino, I know I came on here and I talked a little bit of junk about Gino, I guess, just because I don't really, again, believe in him a whole lot. I think it's an interesting story and it's fun, but there's a difference between like that and production.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Tyreek.
That's the thing, they still have Hill and Waddle and Etienne, and
Hill's gonna want it. He's gonna want it.
Yeah.
He's gonna try.
still have the talent. They still have the talent.
Yeah, I'll go Miami just for shit's sake. I hate the Dolphins, just so everybody knows. But let's see. Here we go with the toilet bowl. Giants and Browns. What better? What better toilet bowl? I'll go ahead and go first. If you're a fan of the show and you've been hanging out for a while, I hate the Browns. I'll never pick the Browns. And this should show you how much I hate the Browns. Giants over Browns because they are like next to the Panthers. The Giants are the worst team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna go with the Giants too.
Nice.
I don't know. I think the defense is actually gonna get a hold of Watson a little bit more than he's expecting. So let's go. Let's go Giants.
All right, your
Billy
brother.
Gallagher. I'm going for the Giants.
There you go. Scooter also picked the Giants. Next game, before I realized what the AFC matchup I wanted to pick. I don't know, guys. Man, when you're watching the Texans play, I really like Stroud. I really like their young receiving core. It's hard for me to I want Diggs to be happy and do well, but it's really hard for me to like root for him to like put up any sort of numbers. And it's kind of just like slightly soured. Like I think last year the Texans for me, I was like, oh man, this is a cool story. It's a cool franchise. I like what they're doing. They came out of this whole Deshaun Watson, Bailey like blow up debacle crap that they did, and they're actually building like a solid team here, and that's fun. And Diggs to the roster makes a lot of sense, and it's just whatever. But I just can't root for him to do well. I don't want him to get hurt, but I just don't. I would much rather that the Bills just continue to be amazing and he just kind of simmers. That's what I want.
Get washed out there.
That's what I want. So I picked Texans Vikings is the game, and then we got one more after this. Your brother picked Texans. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Minnesota. They're going to upset.
I am also going to go with Minnesota. Oh, wait. Here we go. Breaking news that I didn't know. Nate Nacho says Tua is on IR for 4 games.
Okay, there you go.
Is that confirmed out here? Here we go. Patrick Hughes, Hawk Tua is out for at least 4 games. Wow, they did put him on IR. I can't believe it.
Good.
Can't believe it.
Then they'll reevaluate him.
Yeah. Bunch of people rooting for the Giants.
There you
I
go.
love it. Did you said Vikings?
Yep.
I'm going Vikings too, man. Another great story, man. Sam Darnold throwing up some fire. They do not have Justin Jefferson, I don't believe. I think he's going to be out for this game. But we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, the game that I forgot about, the 2 teams that are also 2-0, because you wouldn't ever remember that they were, because they just don't really seem like they've been winning by amazing margins unless they're playing the Panthers. Or the Broncos. Let's see what week 1. That was week 2. Or the Raiders. Or the Falcons. So can you guess what game I'm picking? Chargers at Steelers.
Steelers, right? Yeah. Steelers always brings the defense, and I know Chargers offense can get rolling when they want to, but Pittsburgh always seems to find a way. And I just saw who's their stud receiver over there at Pittsburgh. Oh man, what's his name? Can't think of it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of it right now. But I saw him doing really good things, like get autographs after week 1.
Wilson?
Nope. Hold on, I'll get it in a second here. Anyway,
is it George something? I can't remember. Whatever.
Starts with a W. I can't think of it. But anyway, after week 1, he went through and gave everybody a high five after the game and signed autograph for kids on the sidelines. So he's a young kid. You can't help root for him. But I think he's going to keep going. And again, that defense is why I think it's unstoppable. So anybody that has to play against him, you better be buckled up and ready to go. So I'm getting Pittsburgh this one.
I like it. Your brother also picked Pitt. He said Najee Harris finally gets me some fantasy points. I feel that, dude. feel that on my dynasty right now. My running back room is horrible on my dynasty league. But I squeaked out a great one this week. Cookie almost came back and whooped on me. I was feeling some kind of way, but I beat him by, I think, by like 2 points or something.
Pickens.
Pickens there. George
Yep.
Pickens. Yeah, I said
Yep.
George.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I was thinking George Wilson for whatever reason.
That's Bill.
Adam says Chargers. Corey says Steelers. Paulette says Steelers. Spartan says Steelers for my mom. Pickens. Yep, everybody says Pickens. Hell yeah, you guys are on it. I don't want it to be a wash, but I've just never been a Herbert true believer. I think that he sits right now in that same spot that Rivers did and Jay Cutler and all those guys that are like, well, if he had a team around him, he'd be a great quarterback. Well, I don't know. Keenan Allen was there and Williams was there and there's a lot of good people there, and somehow he still doesn't. So yeah, I'm going Pitt. This one's going to be a wash. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for participating and throwing in your predictions and your takes and all that good stuff. It's 9/12, guys. We're part of the Buff Fan Base Network and also sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. Give them all your money. They're amazing. Jerry and I are going to do our final thoughts, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. But again, thank you for a fun show. I know it was a little unorthodox, not exactly how it was planned, but man, sure felt good, man. Had a good time. Jerry, did you?
Yeah. Everyone, they let me go over 100 words today, and I was so excited.
Spartan says, not Steednators. LOL. Epic story behind that. Okay. Oh, well, I was trying to correct you because I thought that you typed it wrong. So I was trying to help you out. But next time I'll mispronounce it when you write it. I'm going to say whatever you want to say.
There you go. You learned your lesson. I just have to read what they write. So
That's it, dude. That's it. All right, Jerry. What do you got for a final thought, brother?
The first month of the NFL season, sometimes teams are still putting things together, as we discussed in previous years and episodes, that it's kind of like a preseason extended. The Bills are 2-0. We have to be happy about their start. They look confident. The defense looks solid. Guys, when I said undefeated at the beginning of the season, we're there so far. So let's just keep week in, week out, one game at a time. I know. The Jags have our number the last couple seasons, but let's get back on track and make this even 10-10 against this Jaguars franchise. Let's get the win this Monday night. It is ESPN, but I think it's also on ABC, so don't freak out, everybody. You still will be able to watch it on ABC. And love coming here on Tuesdays to talk about Buffalo football. And Swank, you mentioned this earlier, just the conversation that everyone has with each other is just awesome, and Bills Mafia's family, and I love it. Stay tuned for Eli's prediction next week. Can't wait to do that. And hopefully we're talking 3-0 Buffalo Bills. Let's go. Have a great week, everybody.
Hell yeah. Well said, brother. Guys, man, enjoy this ride. I say it a lot. There was a long time there where it was real hard to be upbeat about this team, and now we got a chance where we're very competitive, and I don't know. People are counting us out, and I love it. I just love it. I love it. This team just feels different. It feels like they're ready. I think, year 7 is that year that old Papa Allen's really settling into his role and feeling real nice about it. And there's just like a maturity, a poise, I feel, and I love this everybody eats mentality. I love that they're spreading the ball around. I love that, the first thing Josh said was like, my stats aren't going to jump off the page, but my boy James Cook got 3 touchdowns, and we got some people involved in that defense. Oh my God, that defense, and that's the kind of leader that we need, and we've needed for years and years and years, and we got him. So just hold on for the ride and enjoy every single second of it, because we all know when Josh Allen turns 64, he's probably going to retire. So let's just love it now. You guys can catch us every single Tuesday night right here for the K-Gun Report on the Buff Fan Base Network, brought to you by 24/7 Buff Fandemonium and 26 Shirts. Don't forget, hour and a half before kickoff, Sunday sessions. That will be this coming Monday. I don't know when kickoff is, probably like 8:15 or something weird. So we'll probably go on around 7-ish, I'm thinking.
I think that's
We'll get you the the last minute takes and the the list there with the players that are playing and not playing, and we'll get you some all the spaghetti-o takes that you can handle. Love the hell out of you guys, man. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go